Hi class, I just wanted to get on here and make a pretty short video for week 3. The semester is flying by. I wanted to put out a couple of reminders. So one, don't forget, as you see, we're already in week 3. Very soon we'll be looking at our midterm, so start looking for a proctor in your area and signing up for a proctor. As each and every one of you signs up for a proctor, I will get an alert on my side of the system to let me know that you have signed up for a proctor. Like I said, proctors are a hot commodity, so you're going to want to take these next 4 weeks to find yourself a proctor. I really suggest that you do it now. So that's a reminder. Also, be mindful of the question and answers discussion board for general questions. I see that you guys are on there helping each other and giving each other some feedback. So one of the students in the class was asking about the discussion boards not showing up on the calendar, and one of your classmates gave a very detailed response about how to actually manually add the discussion board due dates to your calendar for those of you all who are having trouble keeping up with the discussion board. So you can go in there from what it seems like and manually add all 3 due dates for the rest of the semester if you would like to. So those details again are in the discussion board for question and answer. So thank you for the student who asked the question as well as the student who answered the question, as I did not know that you guys could manually add things to your calendar. I have been suggesting to students to use your Google Calendar that's provided with your Google email address from the university. So those are my 2 reminders. So some housekeeping things. As you can see, I have completed the grading for week 1 or module 1. Here are some things that I'm seeing that I hope to not see again. I am seeing some copying and pasting of answers for the short answer questions from the quiz, and I am not appreciative. And what I mean by this is I am noticing that some of the responses that you guys are giving are not responses that you could get from the material that I have provided for the class. And I'm actually able to take some of your responses and actually put them into Google and pull up exactly word from word where you yourself are copying and pasting the answer. This is an online class. As with all the classes that you all take, I expect you all to use the internet as a resource. A resource does not mean a place to go and find the answer in which you can copy and paste it. A resource means that if you're having trouble understanding the material from your textbook, or having trouble, as in with the module 1, I asked you to define protective and risk factors. It took a little bit of reading to understand what protective and risk factors were, as the textbook gave a very quick definition after it mentioned it, and then it went into more detail in kind of explaining what they were, but not exactly defining it. And I really wanted you guys to take the time now to understand what protective and risk factors are, because I noticed in my first semester that people went all the way through the semester and didn't get it. But I saw some very complex, very well written definitions for protective and risk factors, which were actually just found on the internet. I didn't have an issue with you using the internet to get a better understanding of what protective and risk factors are. That would have allowed you to write your own definition. But copying and pasting answers from the internet is not a way to be successful in this course. And I do not want to have to get to the point in this class where I am having to run all of your answers through Turnitin or Google all of your answers to see if you are plagiarizing, because that is what you're doing. You're plagiarizing by copying and pasting answers from the internet, and I can act accordingly with the university policy on plagiarism, which is to give you zeros for all the answers that involve plagiarism. And also I could go further with actions as well. So I don't want to have to get to this point. I want you all, as especially students who are online students, to learn how to effectively use the internet as a resource. So I hope to not see any more copying and pasting answers from the internet, okay, guys? Because I'm really not going to be able to discern when I'm seeing midterm answers that you just memorized an answer that you found on the internet when you were studying for the test, or if you were on the internet when you were taking my test and you were copying and pasting answers from the internet, which would result in a 0 on your midterm. So I just want you to be mindful of that. I don't want to have to get to that point with this course. I have not had this problem in the past, so I don't want to continue to incur this problem. Additionally, I know it was just your first week on the discussion boards, but there was a lot of misplacing of your responses and your initial post. Guys, please, when you are going to make your initial post, right up under my prompt, it will say reply. Press that and it will start you a new feed. If you're up under someone else's response and you press reply to write your initial, you're putting your initial response under their post, which the only way you can get rid of that is to email me as soon as you do it, for me to go in and manually delete your response so that you can move it somewhere else. It is timely for me to do that, and I don't want to have to do that, so just be mindful. And it makes it very hard for me to then go back and grade you guys, because I can see so say Jane Doe, I can see all of Jane Doe's posts, and then I can go back and see Jane Doe's post integrated into the conversation and read the conversation all the way through. When you are posting your responses and replies in the wrong spot, it makes it look like a student did not complete their portion of the work. And it makes it very hard for me to distinguish who said what to who and what it was. So if you could also be helpful in saying, if you're responding to Jane Doe, say Jane Doe, so I can know who you're talking to, as well so that your classmates can know who you're talking to, since there seems to be a little bit of confusion sometimes with that. It is not fun on the grading side when people have posted erratically and made the discussion board disorganized. I have actually already ran into an instance where I gave someone the wrong grade because there was some disorganization in the group. So guys, just be mindful of that, as well as you're seeing grades come through. I do not mind if you email me and say, could you just explain a little bit more about how I got this grade. I do, like I said, grade slowly and try to give you specific feedback. As you will see those that feedback in your comment section with your grade. So go on there, read it. I tell you, what you can do or how you miss points, so read that. But I don't have any issue if you email me because you think that maybe I misgraded, or you did do part 3 but I gave you a 0 for part 3. Just send me a polite email letting me know and explaining to me what you think, or what you think that you did that was deserving of the points, and I will go back and check and see if I just misgraded, or like I did in one instance, I just didn't realize that some of the posts were in the wrong spot, and that there was, so yes, so you get the point. Additionally, I am seeing some excellent responses in the discussion board, some excellent level of engagement. And I will tell you now, I reserve the right to give extra points for extra or higher achieving level responses. So sometimes you will see that for a short answer question on your quiz, that it was worth 5 points, but you got 7. And it is not a mistake most of the time. It is because I thought that your response was excellent in quality, that you took the time to give a quality answer that was well written, that discussed the question that I gave to you on a deeper level than the answer that I was expecting back from the class. And you will see that sometimes in the discussion board where you went over and beyond in your level of engagement and I gave you additional points. Now be mindful that that is not a way to fix your grade in the discussion board. I have seen that in the past where students have missed posting part 2, so then for part 3 they'll go back and respond to all 4 of their classmates who responded to their initial post. It doesn't borrow points. It's for deeper level responses, for going above and beyond the quality of work of which I was expecting. So I just wanted you guys to know that, so that you can be, so you can know that it's not a mistake. I have never actually gotten an email from someone saying that they got more points than they thought they were supposed to. So I guess you guys just keep them and don't say anything. But that's all. I wanted to say this week, so I'm trying to get these videos a little shorter and shorter. But I hope you guys are enjoying the class. It seems like you guys are really getting into some of the discussion board material and enjoying it. So continue to use the question and answer discussion board. Continue to email me. Continue to be looking for your grades, and let me know if you're seeing any grading mistakes or have any questions about how to improve your success. So great job, class. I will see you guys next week, and I'll be talking with you. So have a great week. Bye-bye.